Guys, welcome back. So I've just been out in my yard doing some maintenance. We're in mid-July here in San Diego and it is getting really hot. It's definitely too hot to be doing anything but doing some maintenance, putting things in the shade, and maybe doing some pots and stuff, because definitely I don't have any shaded area in my actual yard to do any planting in the ground. So I've just been working on this I just started actually, this really cute little crested sunburst Aeonium, which I've had for a couple of years, probably like 3 years now. But it's so nice this time of year. You can go through and just clean up all this detritus, which is really good because the mealybugs love to get into all this stuff. So I'm definitely going to be doing that today and cleaning up all in there. And then also we got a bunch of, well, not a bunch of rain, but rain for us last night, like 4:30 in the morning. We had thunder and showers. It was super exciting because we don't ever get that here. It's a little humid today, which we also don't usually have. So I had been out in the yard just kind of seeing what happened, and I found a couple little interesting things. So I figured I could just bring you guys along and just kind of show you what's going on. So let's go ahead and do that. I definitely need to come back and finish this. But he is just looking, can we just say how great he's looking? I know he did get a little rot right there, and he did crack here. I wasn't able to really fix it. It is what it is. Probably at some point I just need to cut it off and re-root this whole one and just have separate pieces. But for now, he's just looking really, really nice. Okay, let's go check out and see what else I found. So everything up here is still very much status quo. This Medusa head, he's looking really, really good. He's perked up a lot. He's just looking really fun. So I'm really enjoying him at the moment. And what else is over here that's really exciting? These are doing pretty good. I just started watering them. They've kind of rooted up a little bit. So those have been looking really good. These little ice plant cuttings, I forget the name, I'll go ahead and write it below, but they never have done very well for me when I've done them in cuttings. They always tend to kind of die off fairly quickly, but they're actually doing better than usual. They're really cute. I wish they did better in cuttings, but so far so good actually, so that's good. I've kept them in the shade, which that's one thing you really need to do with cuttings, especially if you're gonna do it during the summer, is you really need to keep it in the shade. And that is looking really nicely. Let's see, Lucy's been hanging out. It's been hot today, so she's relaxing. The only thing over here that's super exciting is this little guy. So I just got this new pot stand. Really, really cute, which is good because I need some more stands. And then look at this. So this is a Acoustic, and he is basically in full bloom. So there's the Acoustic, and then there's the blooms, just really pretty. And there's still one that hasn't bloomed yet, but I'm really liking this. It's just gorgeous. This whole planter is one of my favorites. I've done it in a while too. I just really like these little crassulas. These little Aeoniopsis are nice and perky. Yeah, oh, and this is getting ready to bloom here. It's some Echeveria. I think it's a dark elf something, or dark moon, one of those two. But yeah, this is just really, really gorgeous. I want to find some more of this plant. I'm really loving the color of it. It's got a nice little like pinkish hue. It's not your typical Echeveria, I feel, because it's not Echeveria, it's a Taxidum, but it looks like an Echeveria. Anyway, so that's looking really good. Sunburst Aeoniums are looking awesome. That's one thing I love about them. They're an Aeonium, so they're supposed to be summer dormant, but they still don't close up during the summer. They look really nice. So, and then this down here, my little Echeveria Fire and Ice, looking beautiful. So I'm really liking that. I have over here a whole little, I moved my propagation into the shade, so it's more likely to survive the summer. So I did that. And let's see here. Oh, these are looking really pretty. So we're kind of at noon-ish time, so these are getting partial sun. So these are, we always call them Kitten Pods. Lots of people call them Bear Pods, but they're variegated cotyledon. So really pretty. The little red tips, they look really better when you put them, give them some more sunshine because they get a lot more coloration in them. So I'm really liking those. Okay, and then the other thing is over in my actual planted area that I had come over here after our little deluge last night. I was kind of cleaning up for detritus and all that stuff, so I was starting to clean up and just throw everything there. But this is kind of sad, so I think I'm actually going to pull this whole thing up. So this little plant right here is an Aeonium, and it's starting to make a bunch of babies, but there was tons of detritus, and at the ends of all this detritus, it has mealybugs. So I might just be pulling this up, planting it by itself, and putting it in the shade. So now is a good time to go out and just kind of check your plants. Definitely check, a lot of echeverries are blooming right now, and really you want to be on your blooms because this is where aphids like to hang out. So I'm definitely going through, and when I see things are blooming, I'm checking them, and as soon as I start seeing aphids, I'm just going to be cutting them off because it's not worth it. Oh, and then this little plant, this is interesting. So this is, you know, right off the top of my head, it's kind of not coming to me, but it's called, they turn really purple when they get stressed, which is really pretty, but it's actually grown down and started making its own plants underneath. So I'm going to be digging that one up and putting in its own little pot, but I think I might be moving this to a more hanging location because I didn't expect it to start doing this. They're turning a little yellow. I think that this might have gotten a little bit overwatered. It's kind of the only thing I can assume happened. But, and then the only other thing that I'm really wanting to do, oh, this is pretty. My sunflowers, I have one sunflower that has juped now and he's done for, but this one is going nicely, and then there's a couple little sunflowers in the corner. But the other thing that I'm needing to do is, so I haven't really done a front yard update in a while because honestly I've mostly been in the backyard and it doesn't look all that great in the front yard. But over here I have these donkey tails that have gotten extremely long, and while I like that, the problem is that they're really just not getting enough sun. So see how they're all reaching, let's see if I can see how they're all reaching out, and they're not getting very thick. So I got this at a yard sale, and this right here, let me see if I can touch them without them all falling off, which is one thing that they do. Okay, so like these are from the old plant, and this is all new growth. So these are a lot nice and thick. These are a lot spindlier, and they're also reaching outward. So I really need to go through and just do a bunch of cuttings off of this, move it to the backyard where it can get a little bit more sunlight during the day and grow a little bit better. But even if I pick this thing up and move it, I'm probably gonna lose like half of these because these things just fall off so easily. So I think that's one thing I'm gonna do. And I'll either include it in this video or I might just do a separate video of how to propagate your donkey tails, because I have a really cute pot for it and it definitely needs to be done. Let's see here. Then I have these little Hoya carrii out here. Has anybody have this plant and have they had very good luck with it? Because I sure haven't. I mean, maybe I need to have more water, but I feel like it just hasn't done much at all. Especially like the top ones, they're just not very heart-shaped. So if anyone does have this plant, go ahead and let me know if this is like, does lack of water not give you enough hearts? Because I definitely am an underwater for sure. Anyway, and okay, so here's a little front yard update. They definitely have changed color because they've been in a lot of sun, and some are looking better than others for sure. So let's first talk about not so great mealybugs in there. I need to spray that. A bunch of little detritus to get rid of. These little ghosties, actually, I cut them back and the yellow is gonna go away eventually, but we have cute little new babies down there. This crassula is looking pretty good. This is looking a little burnt. This poor little, I'm not sure what this is to be honest, but it's flowering, so it's not too bad. It usually bounces back. It doesn't, I think after this season, I'm going to move this because it looks great during the winter, but every summer it just looks really bad here. So I think this is the second time around for this little guy, and it's official. He just can't handle this much sun. Last time I was thinking it was just because we had a really ridiculous heat wave, but it hasn't been that hot. So he definitely, I think, when the winter comes and he perks up again, it doesn't look so horrible, I will be transplanting him. These echeverias, though, I have 3 of them in here, and then look at all these cute little babies that have. So this is definitely exciting. I'm not going to be doing anything though, just because it's way too hot to be transplanting anything right now. But those are really cute. These are blooming nicely. No bugs in there, so we'll be leaving that alone. This little aloe, I think, is getting too much sun, so also I think I will be moving him somewhere else. But look at this, also cute little babies. Really adorable. There's one in there. Has that got little bugs on it? Yes, it does. Another one in there. We have some snails, which I just saw a snail. Look at that. Oh, ew. Snail. That needs to go away. Aeoniums are summer dormant. That's why they're all closed up and looking so pathetic. Okay. Well, like I said, some of this is looking great, some not so much. These have a bunch of new little babies that it gave forth, and some dead leaves, which is to be expected. It feels very nice to go clean it all up, but I need to spray all of this stuff for mealybugs before they take over. So it is always nice to go and check your plants, because if you don't check them, then the bugs take over before you know it. It's too late to do anything about it. But overall, this is looking pretty good. Just need a couple things moved once the summer goes away. My large jade that I bonsai'd is in need of a prune, but I will not be doing anything until the end of probably August, September, probably more like October. It's hot here until about August, like September, October, so we'll be waiting for that. But everything else is just kind of rather status quo. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching. It's a nice little update, and ouch, why are you biting me? Stop. Hey, stop. You're supposed to be sweet for the camera, not act like a wild animal. Silly kitty. You're such a dork. She looks all vicious, but she's really not. She just wants to pretend like she is. Anyway. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and we will catch you guys again on the next video. Okay, thanks. Bye.